Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Saturday, November 29th, 2025. Well, this day will be long remembered as the day that Mercury finally turned direct. Yes, Mercury Retrograde is over today. It's a rather complicated day astrologically, but that is one of the highlights. The sun today is at 7, moving to 8 degrees of adventurous and truth-seeking and fun-loving fire sign Sagittarius. And the moon begins the day in the latter degrees of mystical, magical, often very escapist water sign of Pisces. It is in Pisces for most of the day, and it's making a whole lot of aspects today before it moves into the more dynamic and impetuous fire sign of Aries later in the night. The moon, first of all, makes a harmonious flowing trine from 24 degrees of Pisces to Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and expansion, and the co-ruling planet. In fact, it is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, where the sun is, so it's a very good and wonderful and optimistic energy. First thing, 7:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 3:45 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Moon at 24 Pisces to Jupiter 24 Cancer. Very nice. Start the day off on the right note. Then, shortly after that, we come back down to Earth because when the moon gets to 25 of Pisces, it conjoins Saturn, the planet of discipline and structure and generally hard knocks. Practicality, sitting at 25 degrees of Pisces right there. So, if you spend a whole lot of money first thing in the morning, the bill comes due quickly. 8:42 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 4:42 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Mercury, the planet of communication, finally turns direct to 20 degrees of Scorpio at 9:38 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:38 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. We can all breathe a sigh of relief. It'll take a little while for us to feel it, but we should immediately at least get a real sense of relief. The moon then, later in the day, makes a harmonious flowing trine from 29 degrees of Pisces to Venus, planet of love and affection, which is about to move into Sagittarius, but is still at 29 degrees of Scorpio. That is nice and lovely and just really very sweet. 3:13 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 11:13 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Then the moon at 29 of Pisces also makes two more angles. One of them is a harmonious sextile to Uranus, the chaos planet, sitting at 29 degrees of Taurus. But this is good. This harmonious angle makes it kind of a breakthrough energy. 3:33 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11:33 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Think out of the box. Do something different under this energy. Then the moon conjoins Neptune, Pisces ruling planet, sitting in the very last degree of the very last sign, 29 degrees of Pisces, which is kind of fog city. So you remember those bills that you needed to pay? Pay them. Don't forget about them. 4:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 12:05 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The moon then does move into fire sign Aries at 5:07 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 1:07 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, changing up the energy very considerably. You thought today was dynamic? Wait till you get to the nighttime. Yeah, then things really start to move. And who knows in what way, because Venus, which is still at 29 degrees of Scorpio until tomorrow, makes an opposition then to Uranus, the chaos planet sitting at 29 degrees of Taurus. It's an anything can happen time when it comes to your money or your love life. 6:48 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when that's exact, 9:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 2:48 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And finally, the moon, when it moves into Aries, at 1 degree of Aries, makes a harmonious 60-degree sextile to Pluto, the self-empowerment energy at 1 degree of Aquarius. That is good for self-empowerment. It's good for deep thinking and maybe a little passion too. 8:22 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:22 p.m. Greenwich Mean Eastern Standard Time, and 4:22 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. A very complicated and dynamic day today. Lots of twists and turns in terms of the energy, but hallelujah, Mercury retrograde ends today. Let's all give thanks. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, please book it on my website. Makes a great holiday gift as well. starpresence.net, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what.